And now, the people we asked to protest to prevent Nnamdi Kanu from going to jail are all rushing to Sokoto. I want his family members to give me the right to admit people to see him, so that I can be screening them. And I'll tell you the day the judge who sentenced him is going to go to Sokoto. He's going to go beg like Fela was begged in Bama prison for doing what is wrong, if he has not done that already. But if he wants to go, tell him to contact me. I will arrange a safe passage to Sokoto. This was the worst thing they could have done to them. When they were taking him to Sokoto, they thought they would ridicule him. He would be, when he goes to Sokoto, he has turned Sokoto to another Mecca.
Yes, pilgrimage.
That's what we predicted. You know, they don't have sense because they don't have people who can reason in government. And now, look at where we are. You jail Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is already a celebrity in prison. They said he has already become the president of the prison, but I doubt that is what Nnamdi Kanu wanted. But it must have been conferred on him just by respect, you know. So very soon, you will see that they will, on their own, reverse the most fundamental mistake they ever made regarding Nnamdi Kanu. You can quote me on that. Yes.
So, what do you have to say? The judge has ruled that you should be restrained from talking about some issues that incite the public against the government.
No, they don't misquote the judge. The judge said that he was talking about national security. I'm not a national security person. I'm not a police officer.
Yes.
You also heard me tell the judge that we have a plan to defeat the candidate of the other side, and I will continue to make public policy statements. It's on record. You know, I think we have to give it to the judge that he applied wisdom.
Yes.
It's a reflection of where we are. That again, the worst amongst us is governing the most brilliant amongst us. So these are wash-up people that have no business. These are people that should be in jail. I met one governor, former governor here this morning. What is his name? Babangida Aliyu.
Okay.
Yeah. He was alone in a BMW. So he saw me, came to greet me. I said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I've been facing corruption charges for 10 years. I said, "Why don't you join the APC and stop disturbing yourself?"
But
He said, "You can't join them." I said, "Well, it's a matter of time."
yes.
Yeah. So Nigerians always, surprise me. They never attack the issues. Yeah. Where do you expect Tinubu to get his ambassadors from? From the Vatican? Is it not his fellow WhatsApp group members that he will appoint? So you are killing yourself. You are not asking about the guy who appointed them. You are asking about the class captains he appointed. It's just like a class master. If he's allowed to, appoint a class captain, he might appoint a guy who doesn't even come to class. Exactly. That's his prerogative. That's why I'm surprised that people are beating, around. They are beating themselves over. Oh, Tinubu appointed this person. Who would Tinubu appoint? If you are a thief, is it not from the group of thieves that you appoint your ambassadors from?
Yes, sir.
If you are a terrorist, you appoint terrorists as your ambassadors. If you are a drug bearer, you appoint drug bearer. When Tinubu did his pardon, what did I say to everybody? He pardoned people from his constituency.
More.
Yes. And when we shouted, some people now said, okay, he now reversed it. But I'm sure that the pardon that was granted to drug barons is still the highest percentage of the pardon, even after the review. Because you will never see the review again.
No.
Yes. It's a business now. So that's the reason I'm not discussing, because I know people want you to discuss Reno. You want to kill Reno Mokiri. He has no job. He needs the ambassadorship position to survive. Yes. So you are worried about Reno Mokiri. You are not asking about Ikweazu. The person I used to call Onye Slippers.
Yes.
whose only achievement in Abia State was producing slippers.
Yes. Abia is in
so there's nobody there that you can consider like a human being, a real person. So yes, these are just people who are rewarded by their Lord and Savior for the criminal activities they've been carried out on his behalf. Same thing, a reaction. When Christopher Musa was Chief of Defense Staff, I criticized him when he said he wants to fence Nigeria. For me, it's just replacing one incompetent person with another incompetent person. the fundamental issues to be resolved about Nigeria's security situation is not going to be addressed by changing personnel. It has to be done by changing tactics. I have said it. In this modern day and time, and you can hear me out, you don't even need a defense minister to defeat terrorists. You can just get drone operators and buy the real drones and deliver justice to terrorists wherever they are. You know, the defense minister that they are hiring don't even know how to operate a phone. Yes, technology has become how the world is operated upon. The world is operated on operating systems, but people who live in analog times cannot lead a digitalized era. That is the truth. It is very easy to defeat these terrorists. Go and look at the fight between Israel and Iran.
Yes.
For the first time in the history of mankind, we may no longer need aircraft to fight wars anymore. Just sit in your house and start pressing buttons.
Yes.
You reply me, I reply you. We discuss peace.
Yes.
So anybody who is still buying aircraft in 2025 now is not serious. You should be investing on platforms that can deliver justice to these terrorists. With 5 people, you can wipe out all the terrorists in this country if you have the right drones. But when you ask them to go and buy drones now, the one they will buy for 100,000 is the same one they use in covering wedding, which is $2,000. So when you have those kind of people in your procurement section, you have no chance in the world to deliver justice to terrorists. The problem, and I will keep saying this, that has crippled our security agencies and security system and platform, number 1 is corruption. 2 is incompetence. And number 3 is the wickedness of our leaders, because you cannot ask somebody who is funding terrorists to go and become Minister of Defense and expect him to defeat terrorists. That is what Matawale was doing when he was in Zamfara as governor. Matawale was recorded several times as giving out locked vans to terrorists. And when he became Minister of Defense, he is giving Okada, motorbikes, to Nigerian soldiers who go and fight terrorism. Where do you fight terrorism with motorbikes? It's as good as committing suicide to walk into a bush filled with terrorists and bandits and kidnappers on top of motorbikes. When serious armies around the world, like I said, are using technology.
Suicide mission.
Yes. With one drone, you can first locate all these terrorists and use another drone to deliver justice to them. They call them Hellfire missiles. If there's anything I like to hear, is to know that the elites are tasting what the rest of us are tasting in terms of insecurity in this country. But the truth is that no VIP is, divested of their security. This is an opportunity for the police to make money during this Christmas, because everybody will now rush to go and pay for VIP protection. The police is very strategic. Are you hearing me? That the time you ask VIP to be taken from police is the Christmas period when the VIPs need police the most. Because all of them are going to be heading back home. So what do? They come back to you and say, please, we are sorry that we have not been paying enough. So pay you whatever you want. Nobody. That's why the IG, a joker, I'm talking about the illegal IG, now gave an order that anybody who is still with VIP should be arrested by the police. So if I'm a senior police officer and I'm escorting a DIG and a junior police officer see me at a checkpoint, he will now come and arrest me. Is it possible? The commissioner of police that you asked to arrest them himself has given out half of his policemen to VIPs. So who's going to arrest who? It's a joke. It's because the leadership of the police don't know what they are doing, or they know what they are doing, but they don't want to tell the Nigerian leadership that this is business time for us. If you know of any VIP place whose police has been removed, just know that that VIP has not paid the appropriate price and he has not gone to renew his contract.
So it's not a franchise.
So it's a franchise. Yes. We're talking about over 210 policemen. That's officially policemen that are in existence. Over 100,000 of them are serving VIP. The IG said he recalled 11. So there's still 90,000 policemen missing. Back who are still on the field. And I can be challenged on this at any time to provide the evidence. They know it. They know that these are things that I'm very versed with because, we have all the information necessary about the police. And others. Well, what Nuhu Ribadu has come to tell you is that he's the new chief negotiator with the terrorists. So, and that's probably what Tinubu appointed him to be doing now. What they are doing is empowering the terrorists. And it is because they have no capacity to disempower them. So they engage. If Nuhu Ribadu can tell you that they are in good hands, they said, and they are safe where they are, then come and redefine to me the meaning of safety. If a child who is barely 15 to 16 years is not in school and not with their parents, they are not safe. There's nobody who is safe in the hands of deranged kidnappers, terrorists, or bandits. None. So that's why I said maybe you should redefine to me the meaning of safety. But they are telling you, without missing words, that's the world you are living in. Maybe some of you are still in denial.
Do you now support the U.S. coming to rescue Nigeria?
No, the U.S. is not coming to rescue Nigeria. The U.S. is ridiculing Nigerian leaders.
So what should we do?
Well, kick out the leaders who cannot protect you. That's simple. You deserve protection, not from the you didn't elect Donald Trump to protect you. Elected, or they selected Tinubu. And the reason I'm saying this, so that those of you who are carried away by U.S. promises, is that if the U.S. comes here to help you clear Sambisa forest, who is going to clear the forest in Edo State for you? Except you then agree that the U.S. must replace your government. So your next governor in Edo State will be called Moore from Idaho. The one from Ondo State will be from New York. The one from Zamfara, they may not find a governor to go to Zamfara because U.S. people don't like to go to unsafe places. So, and I have restated it again, that as an African, a Pan-Africanist, it is a disgrace that we keep looking for salvation from the people who enslaved us, the people who colonized us. Somebody who took you as a slave 400,000 years ago cannot love you when it is him and his past policies and of their grandparents that put you in the condition there. Have you forgotten the Cold War? Have you forgotten colonialism? Have you forgotten their attempts to replace that? They've even trained so many of the soldiers you are seeing today, DSS, they were trained in the US or by the US security agencies. How come the training didn't have any impact on them? So if you want salvation, build your own country. Elect leaders who can protect you, but always looking for help from people. It's either you are looking for help from a foreign religion, foreign gods. Now you are looking for help from the foreign army to come and help you cleanse your land. They don't have your time. They have, you see, I want to tell you here, the US have what they call attention deficit disorder in terms of international intervention and policies. They don't have time for you they don't have time to stay with you. After a while, if it inconveniences them, they leave. But they don't even have any plan to come here except just do some symbolic actions. And then at the end, you are still going to need to have your leaders protect you after they have come and gone. That is if they come at all.
Do you not support state police?
What?
State police.
Oh, I've always supported state police, but not without proper guidance and regulation. I support state police on the condition that all the policemen will be trained according to the same standards across the country, and that they are well paid, not like in Ondo State where they have an equivalent of state police right now. They don't even have they have casualization. They don't have appointment letter. They don't have insurance cover. You want people to come and risk their lives for you, and they don't have anything to show that they are working with you. So it has to be properly regulated. You must pay them well. You must provide them with insurance. They must have housing, not barracks, because barracks don't work anymore for me. And they must be properly trained, and they must have rules and regulation. Because we've seen a situation where in Osun State and I think Ondo State, the leader of the Amotekun in Ondo State is trying to kill some of his staff who are opposed to the way he's running the place. In Osun State, there was some shooting in which they just arbitrarily killed people. So that's why regulations for these bodies are very important for him. But state police, campus police, any police, I'm in support of it, but not rogue law enforcement agencies.
A video judge is on case of Matawale,
Yes.
advocating that not all bandits are criminals.
And not all criminals are bandits. I don't want to waste my time on responding to the likes of